guys, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Alma Asinobi and this is my 10th video on YouTube. I started this channel in January of this year and right now I have a little less than 2,000 subscribers, even though I have been grossly inconsistent in the past year until last month. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing a few things that I feel like nobody talks about when you're starting out on YouTube. A few things that you need to look out for if you're just starting and would help you cut your growth time in half. Right now, it's been 10 videos, right? And I have been able to grow my channel to a little less than 2K subscribers, even though I have been releasing videos like once a month or even sometimes once in 2 months, right? I took like a 3-month break twice. So yes, if you are serious about growing your YouTube channel in 2022, please don't be like me, but I'm going to be sharing some of the lessons that I have learned so far in this video. If it's something you would like to watch, then definitely keep on watching. I'm so excited and at the same time I feel very what's the word? I really don't know the word, but like I have mixed feelings, right? In this video I'm going to be sharing a few things that I wish people told me when I was starting out on YouTube, and after 10 videos, what have I learned? What could I have done better? What would I do differently if I was starting out in 2022? Okay, so let's get started. A little backstory: I started my YouTube channel this year in January, and I would confess that I have been grossly inconsistent on this channel until the last month, right? And within this space of say 10-11 months, I have grown my YouTube channel to a little less than 2K subscribers. We are currently at 1.7K at the time that this video is going up. And I know that there are a lot of things that I would have done better. I know that there are a lot of things that I shouldn't have done in the first place. And a lot of things that, people just don't talk about. They just think that, oh, YouTube, do this, upload consistently, do this, do that, and then yeah. But YouTube is not like that. The algorithm here is very different from any other social media platform that you've probably been on: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anything. For context, when I started my YouTube channel, I put it up on my Instagram stories, right? And I got 13 subscribers. I had 8,000 followers on Instagram, but I had 13 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Shortly after that, I went on a break on Instagram, and by the time I was coming back, I had 114 subscribers. I took it upon myself to grow my YouTube channel by 100 subscribers within 24 hours because I wanted to see how it would be if I grew my channel without my Instagram followers. Now, the first thing that I know that I did right, and if I were starting YouTube in 2022, I would do again, is that I premiered my first video. Because I had already developed, I had already grown a following on Instagram, on Twitter and everything. I had a community over there, so I was like, you know what guys, I'm starting a YouTube channel. My first video goes live by 6 p.m, blah blah blah, let's watch it together. I'll be in the comments and we'll be talking and chatting and all of that. And that was a really good move, because by the time I was uploading that first video, I had like 150 subscribers, and by the time the video had ended, after like 2 hours, at the end of the day, I uploaded that video by 6 p.m. At the end of the day, I had over 300 subscribers, and so it was really nice that they came over. Two things actually happened because of that. The views on that video were high. That is currently the video with the highest number of views on my channel currently, because it picked up. And I did another thing which I'm going to mention shortly after this, which is SEO, right? I created very searchable content because I knew that I don't have a large following right here. I'm trying to get people to find me. I had like 300 subscribers at the time, but I wanted more people to find my channel. And so I didn't start my channel with a vlog or a random a day in my life video, because like nobody knows me. Like, who knows you? What's my business a day in your life? Why would anybody be searching for that? So I created a video that I knew had a high search volume. For my SEO, I used TubeBuddy. This video is not sponsored by TubeBuddy, but if you want to get a discount off your first subscription, it's a free tool, but I started with the pro version because the SEO abilities, the SEO products that are in the paid version, are a lot better and a lot more useful for me. So if you would like to actually get a TubeBuddy subscription, I have linked it's in the description below. Please use my code and get some discount off. Thank you. And so I decided to create searchable content for my first video. And this first video, I had optimized the title. I made some sense out of the thumbnail. I just put everything together, and then I had my first video. And right after all of this happened till today, I still have more people come and find my channel through that first video, because I know that a lot of people are trying to start on YouTube in 2021, 2022, whatever. And so people always search my first YouTube video, how to start my first YouTube video, how to start on YouTube, what should I record for my first video, stuff like that. So that my first video vibe actually boosted my SEO. Now, when a lot of people talk about SEO, they usually talk about title, description, all of those things. But people don't realize that it's actually important that you say this stuff in the video. Like if you're talking about my first YouTube video, talking about house hunting in Lagos, you should actually say this stuff in the video. Another thing is that you should keep your text on the left. Try as much as possible to keep your text on the left. On the right side at the bottom, there's a timestamp thing that shows how long the video is and all of that. So if you keep your text on the bottom and then you spread them out, or like there towards this side, it's going to be blocked off by that stamp, right? So it's important that you keep your text on the left, within a safe zone. So create a space for your thumbnails on this side while you're filming. I'm not sure, because of the whole lateral flip physics thing, I'm not sure if it's going to be left or right when you actually watch this video. But yeah, you understand what I'm saying. That place where the timestamp is, just avoid putting your text and important stuff there. Right. Now the third thing I would say is that you should, is this the third or the fourth? I've lost count. But you don't have to niche down just yet. It's very important if you know what you want to do on YouTube. It's actually really important to have a niche on YouTube before you branch out into anything else. But you might not know exactly what you want to do when you start out, and that's okay. So you can try your hands on a lot of things, create playlists for different things, categorize them and see which one works best, which ones your audience actually responds better to. For me right now, the videos that have done the best on my channel so far have been my house hunting and moving videos. And I'm just looking at it like, okay, I'm not going to forever be moving, so I don't know how sustainable this is, except like I'm moving to another country or another state or another apartment sometime in the future. But that playlist is actually performing the best on my channel right now, and I wouldn't have known if I just stuck to what I started this channel for, right? So try your hands on a lot of things. You don't have to niche down just yet. Don't put yourself under any sort of pressure to niche down just yet. It's important that you do niche, but you need to find out what you should actually focus on by trying out a lot of things. Now, another thing that I would mention that I have learned so far is that titles really do matter as to whether or not people watch your videos. Thumbnails are really important, right? But your title has to sell them an idea first and also rank in search. So you need to segment your title in two. Sometimes this works for like most videos that I sit down talk videos, like this kind of video, or like maybe vlogs, not so much, but like if it's this kind of video, I think you should segment your title in two. One, to generate interest and clicks, and two, to rank in search. Now I'm saying this because, for instance, if you wanted to put a video up and then you say my weight loss journey, that's the title. Yeah, I don't care about your weight loss journey because I don't know you from anywhere, like, okay, except the thumbnail actually describes it, right, and actually does that bit of helping people click or making people want to click. That title in its own, I'm not talking about thumbnails now, that title in its own is not sufficient to generate interest or even clicks. What I would suggest that you do is type something like, oh, how I lost 60 pounds in 1 week, right? My weight loss journey. So the first one is like wow, you lost 60 pounds in 1 week, or you lost 100 pounds in 1 week. That's like, I want to find out how you did it, right? And then how you can do it too, or how something and whatever. So you can just create something like that such that it generates interest and clicks, and then it also helps you rank in search. So titles actually really do matter. You need to check and see if your title is left alone, will it be able to generate as much interest, will it be able to generate clicks, and will it also help you rank in search without relying on your thumbnails or your description or any other thing, right? And I think that's really important. I'm just going to say like 2 more things before I call it a wrap on this video. The next thing is that one thing that I have found, if you're running out of YouTube content and you're not very sure how to get YouTube content, or you don't have any inspiration, I think you should go to a few channels that you have identified as where you want to be, right? If you like you want to create travel content, and so you want to like create like Tayo Aino, for instance, or you want to create tech videos or finance videos like Fisayo, or you want to create like YouTube tips, content creation tips, and vlogs like Onyinye of Ayamechi, you can go to their profiles, search, and you know, like filter their videos by most popular, see what, you know, many people found interesting about their content, see the kind of videos that, you know, drove more engagement, you know, like you just have an idea of what, oh, this video actually really did well for them. I'm not saying it's going to do well for you, but I'm just saying you can get inspiration by finding the popular videos on your faves channels. Like, you know, just go and see if there's something that you can create around that context or around that title. It wouldn't hurt to try, right? That's actually something that I feel like everyone should try, right? I mean, it doesn't hurt to try, so just do it. Okay, so the final thing I would say is, again, on titles, YouTube cuts your title after, I think, 60 or 70 characters. I think about 60 or 70 characters. So make sure that you have the most important points within the first 70 characters. That's just a heads up. If you use TubeBuddy, TubeBuddy would flag you if your title is actually too long. It helps me figure it out because I don't want to have to think about, you know, forming titles and going. So I just see the count and all of that there. So yeah, use TubeBuddy if you are very new to SEO and you really do not know where the heck you're starting with. You can start with the free plan and then later, you know, go up to the paid plan. Another thing that I will mention is copyright-free music. You don't have to spend a lot if you're starting out on Epidemic Sound or MusicBed or any of those paid music products. You can get free music from YouTube Audio Library. There are other places that you can get copyright-free music, but then you might have to link them in the description or, you know, all of those things. But yeah, I think it's a good place to start. You don't have to pay upfront for Epidemic Sound. When I started, I paid for Epidemic Sound, and then I was using it for a while, and then even when I was inconsistent, I was still paying. So I was like, yeah, I know that's not gonna work. So yeah, you don't have to start out paying for a lot of things. You can just use the free stuff that's available. So that's it for me. These are a few things that I have learned after 10 videos on YouTube. Would I start YouTube in 2022? Yeah, I would. Would I start at any time? Yes, I would, definitely. It's actually a really good investment. And I say this because building on Instagram or Twitter and all of those social media platforms, they're not evergreen. The average duration of an Instagram post is 48 hours, right? And after that, it's gone. But 2, YouTube is a search engine. You can actually find stuff on YouTube. People actually come to YouTube and search for stuff. So the chances of you getting seen or getting like a quality audience on YouTube is actually really high. 3rd thing is that YouTube pays you money, for God's sake. Like, YouTube pays you. So yeah, you should definitely start YouTube this year, next year, whenever you're ready. Just pick up your phone, start recording. You don't have to get fancy equipment. You don't have to wait for fancy equipment. I did that and I suffered it, and I created a video about it. I linked it right here. So yes, so you don't have to wait for fancy equipment. Right now I'm just recording from my camera, and I don't even use the lights that I have, all the stuff that I bought. I literally just use my camera right now, and I could have started with my phone. But yeah, that's a story for another day. Make sure that you start your YouTube channel as soon as possible. Don't wait for all the major equipment or like pay for all the major softwares. You can definitely start as soon as possible. It's a really good investment. 10 over 10. Highly recommend. I'll see you in my next video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found it really helpful, and subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you at my 20th, 50th, my 100th, 1000th upload. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one.